How to make money with tax sale overages. Do you want to learn how to make money with tax sale overages? In this video, I'll show you how. I'm an attorney. I've been in the tax sale overages business for over 10 years, and I can tell you hands down, this is the best business opportunity for an entrepreneur today. Right now, there are hundreds of millions of dollars in overages sitting out there waiting to be claimed. I'm going to show you some lists today that are going to blow you away. In this video, I'll explain how it works and why it's such a huge profit opportunity for you. And be sure to stay on all the way through the end, because at the end, I'll give you a free resource where you can learn more about overages and exactly how you can get started. Overages are generated when a property is sold at a foreclosure auction. Can be a tax foreclosure or can be a mortgage foreclosure. Either one can generate overages. But what happens is the property sells at the auction for more than the amount that's due. Either more than the mortgage if it's a mortgage foreclosure, or more than the real estate taxes if it's a tax foreclosure. When that happens, the extra money over and above the debt, well, that's claimable by the former owner. And why would that be? Well, let's talk about it. Let's say that someone owes $50,000 in real estate taxes and their house gets sold. Say it's average house in America, $400,000 house. It's probably going to sell for $300,000 at the tax sale. If the auctioneer at the tax sale collected $300,000, yet they only need $50,000 to cover the past due taxes, that means there's $250,000 left over. And the question is, who should get that? Well, I can tell you should get it. As an attorney, I can tell you, and the Supreme Court told everybody this, that when the property sells for more than the taxes that are due, that money has to be made available for the former owner to claim. Now, the catch is that the former owners have to actually make a claim for the money, meaning file a written form. And the problem is that most former owners, well, they have simply no idea that there's money that exists or that there could be money. They think, well, they sold my house, so I guess they keep the money. That's not the case. Legally speaking, yes, the house was sold, and yes, someone else forced it to the sale, but that person is a creditor who's only entitled to collect the amount that they're owed. So for this example, the taxing commission gets $50,000, and the rest of it is available for the former owner to put in a claim. And when it's a mortgage foreclosure, same thing. They sell, the mortgage company gets the amount that it's owed, and that's it. Anything extra belongs to the former owner. And the thing is that these overages are getting larger and larger because houses are so much more valuable than they used to be. According to the Federal Reserve, houses have approximately doubled over the past 5 years, meaning a house 5 years ago, about $200,000, today about $400,000. So because the houses have gone up so much in value, the bidders at the tax auction and the mortgage foreclosure auction, well, they bid accordingly. If the house is worth twice as much, they probably bid twice as much. So these overages are getting much larger, much more lucrative, really amazing business. The other thing that's going on is the economy's in a tough spot. You know, inflation has taken its bite, people are struggling, and more people lose their properties to foreclosures of all kinds, both mortgage and tax, these days, much more than they used to. So we have sort of this double whammy, and in a good way for our business, meaning values are up, so overages are up, and more people are losing their houses. Now, I'm not happy that people lose their houses. I wish they didn't. But we're kind of like an ambulance crew. It doesn't mean that the ambulance crew is like, oh, I hope there's some car accidents tonight because I want to go out and get some overtime. Nobody's thinking that. It's just that accidents do happen, foreclosures do happen, and these people need help. And most of the time, the money never gets recovered by the people that are eligible to claim it, meaning the former owner. Why is that? It's because they don't know about it, and they can't apply for money that they don't know about, so 70% of the time, they never apply for the money. And I know that figure because there was a statewide study done over the course of 3 years that mathematically showed that 72% of the time, the money is not claimed. It gets claimed less than 30% of the time. And that's really sad because the people that lose their house at tax sale, they're the poorest of the poor. They're the ones who can least afford to lose that money. Yet, unless someone reaches out to them and lets them know there's some money they could claim and helps them, that money's just going to be lost and they're going to be further deeper in the hole that they're already in. So this business and the way you make money in this business, which is what we're really here to talk about, is you get the list of these monies that are being held. I can show you how to do that. It's very simple. What you're seeing on your screen is a sample, one actual list out of, there are thousands of counties, so it's one actual list from one county. You get the list of monies that's being held, and you can see on this list, by the way, take a look at some of the amounts. Tens of thousands, in some cases hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's because houses are so valuable and people pay for a lot for them at tax sale. That generates large amounts of overages money. So you get the list, and then you get the contact information for the people. These days that's gotten pretty straightforward. I can connect you with some services that for about $30 a month will search everybody on the list, get you all the information, get you their Facebook ID so you can send them a message through Facebook, get you their phone number so you can call them up, get you their physical address so you can send them mail. They get you all of that. They'll even get you their email so you can email them if you want. So you get the contact information and then you reach out to them. You may send them a letter, you may call them up, you may send them Facebook messages, you may do a combination of that. You reach out to them and essentially you're saying, hey, I found this money that you're eligible to claim. Would you be interested in working with me to get your money? You're not telling them exactly where it is. You're just telling them there's money that you found through your research. Some of them will sign up with you. And when they sign up with you, you apply for the money and you're going to get a percentage of what you recover. Now, the percentage is negotiable. We charge between 30 and 40% depending on the claim, depending on the size. That's a model. You can do that if you want. Free country, you can charge a little less, a little more. But if you look at the list, and you can see the list on your screen, imagine getting 30 to 40% of some of those claims. That's how you make money with tax overages. You help people recover that money for a percentage. You make great money. They get a windfall. Everybody's happy. I love this business for a couple of reasons. One, it's very inexpensive to start. It's very inexpensive to run. You don't have to rent an office space or hire employees or anything. You can totally start this on the side. You can start it from a desk in your bedroom or living room. Really very simple that way. Not a lot of operating costs. Your tools that you use are an internet connection, a laptop or an iPad, and your telephone. That's really the tools that you use. So super low cost to start, super low cost to run, and highly, highly profitable because as you can see from the list, there are tens of thousands of dollars sitting out there just waiting to be claimed. And every one of those is an opportunity for you to claim that money, make a lot of money for yourself, and let's not forget, really help people who desperately need help. These are folks that have lost their house. They've been through it. And when you approach them and offer to get them a big windfall of money that they really need, and they get that money, they are so happy and so appreciative. And it's great. It's great for everybody. The only one it's not good for is the government that doesn't get to keep money that doesn't belong to them. So that's really the only one who loses in this, and that's not even a loss that counts. So it's a really great business. I can show you how it works. I do train people how to do this. I've been doing the business for over 10 years. I'm absolutely in love with the business. It's an enormous, enormous opportunity. I know for us, we collect leads all the time. We're sitting right now in our internal leads database, over 14,000 leads, totaling over $350 million sitting there waiting to be claimed. And we don't even cover the whole country. I have a lead getting team that's sort of gotten ahead of us because we can't even approach a fraction of those people. So more people like yourself that are interested in making money and doing overages and helping people, hopefully you're interested in that too. More people are needed, so I'm happy to train you how to do it. So your next step, I recorded a short video, Intro to Overages. I'm going to go over there in an organized way, how overages works, how you make money with it, and how to get the training that you need to do this. Because to do it, you need to know a couple things. How to get the list, how to find the people, get the good contact information, what to say to them when you talk to them, because naturally they're a little skeptical at first, so you got to talk them through that. So I give you a call script for that. I give you the paperwork that we use to put the deals under contract, and I show you how to make the claims. There are two different ways to make claims. I show you both ways. Very straightforward, very amazing business. So your next step, click on the link, go through the Intro to Overages video, see if this is for you, and if it is, that'll give you access to some advanced training so you can actually get started with this. Overage is a great business. There's a lot of money in it. I love the business, and if you want to help people and make money, you're going to love it too. So click on the video link, and I'll see you over there at my Intro to Overages video.